And are they separable? I'm not.
No, they're not. That's a good point. Well, I had gone to graduate school in Italy and studied a lot of the Holocaust in Italy, what happened to Jews in Italy. In fact, 88% of the Jews in Italy survived. And I'd been really working on one man's story about his being hidden, a photographer who was being hidden. And so I've always been thinking about this world for many, many, many years. It took me a long time to find someone like that. And then after I made Lunch, the comedy, I had it on my website, and Fred was the first person to like it. He often says he's the only one who liked it, which is lovely. But
I was being nice to you.
I know. And he said he asked me if I was interested in doing something related to getting together with some filmmakers, and I said, I just lost my mother. I'm not really doing much right now. And he said, I just lost my parents, and said who they were, that they were Holocaust survivors. And it was like, whoa, that was it. And began the conversations, and then I got interested in his story and then helping with his research. But as you help someone with their research, you want to tell the story as well. And that's how it began, kind of a collaboration, would you say? See?
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Present and not present.
The presence of the absence. Yeah.
But what's wonderful is the comfort of your relationship with, I'm assuming, Donna, most of the time, because it feels like he's talking to you in the film. And how did you arrive at that routine where he's actually talking to you off camera and it propels the story? You're the director, you have to answer that.
I think at one point we thought about having someone go with him so that he'd have someone to talk to. The times when I was shooting, I was just behind and asking him, so he had to talk to me. But other times, most of the time, when there was someone else, you stay off camera enough to, I don't know, you develop a rapport. I don't know. I think we demanded it in a way that he always respond, that he have some reaction. Please supply some thoughts about what this experience was at the moment. You don't always have that ability to define what your experience was in the moment. We tried to get it, and we went with the best of it.
It's there. What I was wondering, Fred, there were a lot of people in the film who were strangers, basically, to you, and yet everybody is the Holocaust that kind of binding experience, or was it you who brought your passion? Are they living in the same place that you are?
I can't tell. It's hard to tell, but some of them were not children of Holocaust survivors. They were not, and the others had nothing to do with the Holocaust other than researching. So.
No, I mean the people that you met in Israel and
Oh, my cousins?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. We bonded immediately, and I was blessed in that I didn't know what to expect. Here's one family whose father was the director of the Haggadah, right? And
the tall, handsome man.
The tall, handsome guy, right. First director of military intelligence for the IDF. So I think maybe I'm walking into a family of the mafia. I had no idea what to expect. I'm joking about the mafia. But, I thought maybe it was an egotistical
no
kind of family. The opposite. It was unbelievable. I was welcomed with a hug and a kiss, and they brought me into the restaurant, and other cousins came by, and everybody was very warm and grateful. It just shocked me.
I think the helpers, I really like all these helpers in Poland, even when they kind of were tough with Fred.
They were tough with him.
I liked that they were...
The archivists,
I gave it that too.
Yeah, the genealogy experience is very, very profound right now, and I think it's because there's a generation that's leaving us. We see... We need more witnesses, and we know that there is this other issue that is just being tapped, which is the effects, collateral damage. I think it's being talked about. I think these sites that have developed, and I don't think it's just commerce in Poland, although there's a hint of that at times. Great interest in helping people, and I think Fred has a way of getting people on board. He got me on board 3 years, so I think that there's a way in which he, it's compelling for them. Especially when he was the doe caught in the headlights, when he really didn't know where he was going. I think people want to guide us. Everyone, we all have a bit of the teacher in us, and I think a lot of these people who are working in that field, they express that, and they want to help someone who's genuinely confused and confounded.
You just dropped the fact that this has taken 3 years. Only 3 years.
Yeah.
How many trips?
2 trips to Poland, one to Germany and one to Israel, and one to Atlanta,
That's 6, yes.
and one to San Diego.
Germany and
Right,
Israel.
Stephen, was that,
Carlsbad.
Carlsbad?
Locally,
Even better.
but I think we combined a trip. I think there were three flights overseas.